So once the dotted line is signed, what we usually do is before the dotted line is signed, rather, we try and put together the annual strategy before the dotted line is signed. So when we're pitching to a brand, we're trying to, we're trying to go through what it should focus on in every quarter. Before the dotted line is signed, we're also trying to assign the right kind of team to be working with the brand. So, sort of we're looking at how we can have account groups working with brands. And as soon as the dotted line is signed, then we sort of go take a deep dive into that annual strategy and figure out, what needs to be done next, whether that needs to be fine tuned, whether that needs to be actioned, what kind of monies need to be allocated towards meeting those ideas. Um, Ideally, it's a lot of reference creatives in the pitching stage also, and then once it's out, then there's a lot more people who sort of give their feedback on the same. So it's about fine tuning those, and then it's just about running and meeting the targets. Very simple. You've got to see yourself as a partner to the client's business and not as their advertising agency. So we try and see how we can be a partner to the client's business. Some cases we've been successful, some cases we've been very unsuccessful. So I think proximity is important. I think creating a good relationship is important. One thing that we've learned is that we used to service a group of clients in Delhi. I won't name who, but eventually in the middle of the year we gave up that client because they were in Delhi, we were in Bombay, and we probably met them once every 3 months. And I don't think that's the way to build a relationship with a client, especially from the work profile perspective. So we felt that we weren't able to do justice, which is why we, even though it was a huge billing client for us, we gave up that client because we just weren't doing enough justice. The relationship wasn't there. We weren't helping them solve a business problem. And that's also prompted us to take the decision to build an office in Delhi to service clients in Delhi. So we need to be having not just a servicing center in Delhi, but creative center in Delhi, a creative servicing center in Delhi, which is able to meet the client's need to the T. So I think yeah, just look at yourself as a business partner and help them solve these business problems, and you should be fine. And of course, I mean, it's also about trying to listen. As an agency, sometimes you feel like your idea is always very fantastic, and you walked in with something superior. But I think when you listen to clients and try to understand what problems they're trying to solve, automatically those ideas get refined, and once they do get refined, they make so much more sense, not just from a creative perspective but also from a business perspective. So I think yeah, I mean, to sum it up, it would be just one simple mantra: try and sort of make a difference to the client's business. So I think I mean, when we started out, there were probably 40 agencies in India. I think that number is closer to 400 now. So it's getting increasingly difficult to build and retain talent. Rather, it's getting increasingly difficult to retain talent once you build it. What's also happening is the larger advertising networks at this point in time are looking at sort of uh, are looking at smaller shops to be able to poach people from. So I think that's getting difficult. I also think the fact that as an industry, we probably, in terms of retainers that social media retainers are vastly inferior to what creative retainers are at, even though social media is actually sort of bridging the gap between media and creative. So I think those are some of the challenges where pay scales need to improve, where sort of documentation for retention needs to improve. um, I also don't think, while we've evolved as an industry, I don't think there's any, sort of the influx of talent, at least from what we've seen, is not, of course, it's a growing industry, so you get a lot of people wanting to join it. But as a result of that, it's very difficult to identify talent from non-talent. So I think it's probably in the earlier days, it was a lot more easy to, identify talent because people came to social media because they wanted to be in social media. Now people come to social media because it's a cool thing to be in. So you get a lot of resumes, but it's difficult to, I would say 20% of those resumes are really talented, and it's difficult to identify that now.